Hey guys, Thunder E here, and today I'm going to be talking about the best controllers for Call of Duty Mobile. This is of course the game everyone's playing right now, and here are some mobile controllers that I think will help your gameplay and add a lot to what you're doing. Now the very first one is for iOS devices. This is the GameStar G6. Now this can also work for Android, but I've noticed the app is a little bit finicky. Now the G6 is a single-handed controller, or you could say at least a left thumbstick controller, except of course this one has a right bumper button. Now this controller expands all the way to about 6.5 inches to fit your smartphone, so it will fit your iPhone 11 Pro Max quite easily on here, and it's got an array of buttons. So you've got of course your right bumper, your R1, you've got L1 and L2, you've got your left joystick, you've got a C button right on the top there, you've got a Z and the XYBA buttons as well. So you've got all the buttons for your use. There is a micro USB port to charge the device. Sadly, uses micro USB, and everything is remappable through the app. It's quite easy to use. Plus, it also has Call of Duty as a mapping option in there. So you select Call of Duty, and boom, you're done. You don't have to do any work. You may want to resize certain things if you want to, but you can go ahead and start gaming with this controller. I really like it. It works out very, very well. And I think a lot of iOS users will love this controller. Yes, you can use your Xbox controller and things like that, but if you want something that actually just keeps it right there in front of you, this is probably one of the best here to use. And battery life is also pretty good. You can do at least a good number of hours of gaming and get some really solid battery life. Retails for $32.99. I think this is a really solid controller, at least for iOS users. Now our next controller is the GLAP Play. Now you guys have seen me use this controller quite a bit. I really like this controller. I've used it on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. This is something Samsung showcased at the press event. You can use this for any other Android device. It connects directly to Android. It's a bit pricier. It's closer to about the $80 range, 90, depends on where the pricing is, because this controller keeps getting sold out. But what I like about the controller is that yes, it will work with a lot of games, but games like Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG, it will not. You do have to remap it with an app called Panda, but once you do, it is fantastic. You can remap your buttons and everything, and you're good to go. Gaming on this is really nice and smooth. For me, it takes a little bit getting used to, because Call of Duty gameplay is, it's a little different from PUBG, but it works out pretty well. You've got access to all your buttons, your triggers, your bumpers, shoulder buttons, everything right there works and connects flawlessly with this. It's a solid controller, charges via USB Type-C, and you've also got faster charging with that too. Plus the battery life is really, really good on this controller. Worth it if you're an Android user. Picking up something that gives you just a direct look at your gameplay, holding the controllers at the side, kind of gives you that Atari Link look, but it is really, really solid, and I definitely recommend it. And finally, the last controller doesn't have a proper name. It's something I found on Amazon. This is the mobile game controller, and it packs a lot of features in here. Now, as you look at it quite clearly, you can see that it's got mechanical triggers. So the analog triggers that, of course, you use your fingers to basically activate it, so they're not digital, and there's nothing to remap buttons or anything. What you need to do is you go into the game Call of Duty, you go into your controller section, and you can remap the positions of the two buttons you want to use for that analog connector. Now, there are many controllers that do this, except this has a little added function. So this has a 4,000 milliamp battery built in. It allows you to do a couple of things. First off, there's a USB port at the back. You can plug in your mobile device, charge it while you're gaming, and this will work with iOS or Android, so that's why I like it. It works both ways. You can charge your device while you're gaming, and of course, gaming on this is actually pretty smooth. The trigger buttons work really well while tapping on the screen with the soft, of course, little buds that it uses, and of course, you're using your touchscreen for other controls. The other benefit here is that it's got a fan. that allows your device to cool down while gaming. So we do know that a lot of modern games, modern mobile devices go up to about 99, 100, sometimes even more in terms of temperature, 100 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. With this will cool down your device quite a bit. So you're going to get temperatures lower than 90 degrees in some cases, depending on how much gameplay you're doing. But that's nice to see, and all for the price of $17 and 80 cents or something like that. That's great. Absolutely fantastic. Probably my favorite controller of all of them. Yes, the other ones give me more button dexterity, but because games run really intense, and also these, of course, smartphones run really hard, I do like it. Plus it gives me the opportunity to recharge my device. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 3 best gaming controllers for Call of Duty Mobile. If you want to pick up any of them, use the links down below. I really like these controllers. I think they're solid. If you have any other options or something else you guys want me to check out, leave your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment.